de la prisión, Wilson Mangione, Borbona.
We're live.
That's it.
We are live, baby.
Oh, sorry.
Get yourself a
Sorry, I'm playing
drink.
footsies. Oh, yeah, let's wet the old whistle.
Wet the whistle. Let's go right here. Back to the
Yeah.
three cameras.
Salud.
Back to the three
Yeah.
camera setup. Toast. So listen, guys, we're back. We'll jump right into it. So Master None Podcast, episode 224. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We appreciate everybody for participating in the chat. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that if you can't watch the video versions, you check us out on all audio podcast listening platforms. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast listening platform, Berto's about to let you know what to do.
Join the Discord. Join the Discord and harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform.
Yes, that's it. And that's what we got. And listen, we got a few things that we're going to touch on today. Quite a few things. So I just want to run down a few of them. So we're going to do, of course, our biggest story.
I already know what you're going to say.
Our biggest story. Luigi Mangione,
Yeah.
suspected killer of that United Healthcare CEO in New York City. And we'll get to that because that's going to be one of our bigger stories. And then we have UFC 310. We're going to talk a little bit. I hit a little parlay.
Yeah, you did.
I hit a little parlay par. You know, a cheap one, but a goodie.
Yeah, you got a good one. I didn't
Cheapy
hit
but a goodie.
anything.
We're going to get it done. And then we also got Daniel Penny, American hero, acquitted on all charges. You know, there's a lot of times where a lot of people would benefit from a Daniel Penny being around. And then we also got, what else we got? We got Jay-Z, found himself in some hot water messing with the,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been a long time since Jay-Z's been in the news. So, you know what? I guess this isn't as good time as any, but
Yeah.
still terrible news.
In this particular case, I don't think that good press is always, any press is good press.
No.
You know, so we'll jump a little bit into that. And then the old hot Tuah.
The old Tuah giving people the Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, you ain't lying. So she apparently came out with some kind of meme coin with some total dirtbag that was on that Twitter Spaces. So we'll touch on that too. So let's go. Where we starting at? You want to start with the weekend?
I think we start with the weekend.
Start with the weekend. How was
Okay.
we had the fights.
All right, we watched the fights.
Watch the fights.
Fights were good all the way from the prelims through the main card, up until the phone rang. Up until the the co-main.
Shame him.
Co-main was kind of dog shit, if I remember correctly, and then the main.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it was pretty good, man. I hit myself a little parlay, a 4-fight parlay with method of victory.
You hit a very good parlay. I was very impressed.
You know, with method of victory is crazy. So I hit the 4-leg parlay. So the first fight was Chase Hooper by submission. Hit that.
Yeah.
The next one in my parlay was Michael Chiesa by submission. Hit that. Then I had Eric Anders over Chris Weidman. Now, I'm from Long Island. Shout out Long Island. We love Long Island. But Chris Weidman he just gets knocked out now, and that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I know people get upset. Trust me, I've had debates with people. People get upset. I love you, Chris Weidman. You're the man. Shout out to Ray Longo. Shout out to the whole team over there. But you do get knocked out, bro. And I'm sorry, but I had to win some money off the fact that I knew you were going to get knocked out. I can't lie.
Listen, it wasn't an easy decision. This is business. Business is business.
Yeah, business is business, and business was a booming, you know? But yeah, so I hit that one, and then the other one was Brian Battle by decision.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's like a 6-leg parlay.
Very, very,
You know?
very impressed. I didn't hit a single bet that night. I walked home with nothing. Actually, when I went home, guess what? I got something to admit to you right now, live on the air. I didn't go straight home. I went to Taco Bell.
Wow.
All right? That's
bro.
how shameful I was about not hitting a single. I didn't even hit a couple legs.
Should have let me know, bro. I would have threw you something for that, bro.
Yeah.
I did well that night.
You did.
Should have let me know.
You did do well. But yeah, other than that, my weekend was pretty low key. I raked leaves. Did that. Had a good time. Saturday, watched the fights, hung out. Sunday, back to the slave ship.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. I had a good time. It was cool. Monday was cool. The week's been good. Working. Things like that. Yeah, I think that's all we got. I think that's all I got. That's the extent of my weekend. It
Easy
wasn't much more
peasy.
than
We
that.
can get right into it. Let's talk about your boy. It's Luigi.
Oh my God! So this poor guy that they're framing. This I don't know. I don't believe any of it.
So what's his name? Luigi Mangione?
Yep, Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione is the guy who's been apprehended in Pennsylvania, who's allegedly the assassin who carefully and stealthily assassinated the CEO of United Health?
United Health. Yep, United Healthcare.
Yes. They're saying this is the guy. Apparently, he went to a Mackey's, went to a McDonald's.
Yep, he went to all the Mickey D's.
Yeah, he was breakfast because he was eating a hash brown. I see a picture of him.
They'll lock that shit up as soon as breakfast is over. You can rob that place for a hash brown.
100%.
They're not giving it up.
He had a hash brown. It was greasy. You could see the grease through the bag, and somebody identified him via his eyebrows and called the cops. And the cops came and they arrested him, and he's the alleged killer. He's the guy. Oh, they also found on him a ghost gun, a manifesto. What else was in there? I think that might have been it.
I think he also had, what else did he have? Manifesto. He had $8,000 in cash, they said, or I think 600 in U.S. currency and 2,000 in foreign currency. So they said, and also a fake ID, they're saying.
Yeah. So you said that this is the guy that they're framing.
Yeah.
You said that this is the guy they're framing. I don't know, man, because it looks like the guy that they're looking for, at least, right? You're saying that they must have picked this guy from the beginning then, because this does look like the guy who was in like the cab. You see the video of the guy, he's in the cab with the mask on.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This kid's supposed to be smart. He was supposed to have been like a high school valedictorian, went to a very good college, was just an intelligent guy. It's not it doesn't seem very smart that he would get caught with like a gun and a silencer for a crime where the guy used the gun and a silencer.
Should I start?
Let's hear it.
Should I start about how I don't know about this? This is weird to me. So you tell me, we'll start here. How about...
Okay, I don't want to... Go ahead. You're going to ask me where I stand and what do I think?
Nah, just what do you think about this? Do you think that, do you think it's weird that we know more about this guy in like 5 hours than we know about the guy that tried to kill Donald Trump, and it's been like 5 months?
That's the way the internet works. The internet finds people and they bring them to light. They just expose all their information. I'm not saying that this is the guy. Whether this is the guy that shot that guy or not, I don't think that's what I'm arguing. But the guy that they were looking for, that's this fucking guy. Like the guy in the cab, the guy they got the pictures of him walking out of the hostel and shit. They said that they found him. And I guess when you add like a little bit of tinfoil to any story, it gets shaky, right? Because they're saying that this is the guy who had the fake ID that he used to I guess check in at the hostel he stayed at in New York. They're saying that they found it on him. Did they put it on him and then they're making this whole thing up? I mean, it's hard. That's so hard to I don't know. I don't know if that's a reach or not. I don't know.
If what's a reach? If the reach is saying that it's not real?
Saying that they set this guy up. So what's the other case? Like who is this guy then? Is he just a guy who was in Pennsylvania at McDonald's just chilling and then now he's got the FBI on his back? Or is it that he's on the run? Like what's the other situation? If he's not the guy, then who the fuck is this guy?
I think they're not really trying to catch the guy that did it. I think the guy that did it was involved with some very important people. Mm-hmm. And I think they put him up to this. And I think that those people are so powerful and so important that they weren't, they're just creating this whole other narrative. I feel like they found this guy.
Mm-hmm.
They figured out his travel pattern, like where he came from, that he came out of town into New York, and they just picked someone like that.
Okay.
And they found some footage around the town just because they want everybody to feel, they want everyone to calm down.
A drifter of sorts.
You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me. None of it makes sense. Little messages written on a bullet. What is this? You know, is this like SVU? Is that what we're talking about?
He was known to be an intelligent guy. Maybe he thought he was like sending a message, something cryptic. That sounds like something that somebody with a higher IQ than myself might do to, like, you know, really send a message. It was like a political move. It was like it seems like that was the motivation, right? Yeah. Because this guy had, like, in his manifestos, kind of, was it like, I believe it was described as like anti-government.
Anti-capitalist.
Anti-capitalist.
That's the main thing that they keep on highlighting, that the guy was very against the whole capitalistic nature of America. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's just weird. And then the day he gets arrested is a YouTube channel with his name on it that premieres a 60-second countdown that says that the truth is coming soon or whatever. And then it counts all the way down to 0. And then it's like December 11th, be patient or whatever. So I don't know what this is. I don't know if these are people making a like an unverified channel, you know, that they're just doing, you know, that they're just trying to harvest subscribers. I don't know.
Nick says, Macedon, any thoughts on the shooter's background? He's from a wealthy family, and he apparently went MIA. On. The family actually put a statement out, and I think that the summary was that, like, they are expressing their disappointment in him. Are they saying that he's innocent? Like, I didn't see the family coming out in outrage saying, like, no, not my kid. That's another thing that I'm kind of like, well, how come? I don't know how many people are saying that he's innocent, but for some reason, there's like a wave of people on the internet that are like, free this guy. Like, they think that he's the guy, and they're still saying, free this guy. Like, they're saying, yeah, we know he killed him allegedly, but free him. He's like a hero. I don't think that that's the case.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's a hero. They're hailing him as some kind of vigilante and all this stuff. Like, you know, and people, you know, people that hate the system and people that hate the structure of how things are, they're naturally going to support a guy like this. I mean, the people, I heard it said earlier, somebody compared New York City to Gotham City right now. I was like, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
You know, from what we see. But no, I just think this is all weird. I don't believe the first picture they showed of him, he had this mask on like this. Next thing you know, it's a similar angle and there's no mask. I could have sworn I saw like the difference between like flesh tones. You know, I was like, this is nonsense. This is either some photoshopping or I just don't believe it. When that picture of him in the back of the cab through the window like this, that looks crazy.
Yeah, all right. So you're saying that he was in New York and those images of all are of him, but he may not be necessarily the shooter.
I think they combined images. I think the first one was maybe the guy.
Yeah.
And then from there on, they found somebody that also had the Batman look. You know how with Batman they know his like here down, that's like how they used to cast the guys that played him, was how their jawline was. So I feel like this guy, maybe they just started looking for images and found somebody with, because it just doesn't add up. I saw a comparison between the unibrows and they didn't add up, and I don't know, it just doesn't make sense, bro.
Dude, the caterpillars that guy's got on his face, that's going to be hard to replicate, those puppies.
Bro, I got caterpillars. You got caterpillars. I mean, I think it's just, I don't know. His eyes don't strike me as the same guy. I mean, why is the guy laughing and flirting? Like, they make him look sadistic and stuff. You know, if this is a guy like that, this Ivy League guy, he's nervous right now. It's completely out of his character. You think he's just going to be stone cold like that? Like a train? Like he shot that guy like Jason Bourne.
Yeah, but I don't even think he's saying that he's not the guy. He had an opportunity to yell and claim his innocence when he was walking into the courtroom, and instead he yelled something else. He was saying that, you know, something to like the effect that the American people, I got to look it up. I can't just say something to the effect. I'll tell you exactly what he yelled.
Oh, so this was when they were taking him away. He had some kind of episode.
Yeah, as they were taking him away into the, he was going into the courtroom. And I want to see, there's a video. I don't want to play the video. I just want to read what he said. But anyways, essentially, he didn't yell, "Hey, I'm innocent. I'm being framed."
Bro, I don't know. It just doesn't add up to me, dude. It doesn't add up to me. Maybe I'm crazy. People will call me crazy or something. I don't care. It doesn't add up to me. My gut says this is weird. Who writes messages on the shells like that? Who goes to Starbucks? Who's smiling and laughing and flirting with people? They even said he was a little strange, like toward the later point. Like I don't think he'd be out there macking it to girls. They said he was flirting with a girl. Where's the picture of the girl?
You want to see this broad?
I want to see. Because if there's an image like that, I want to see who got this guy. I want to see what the girl looks like that got this guy to crack a smile and laugh on his way to catch a body. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, but he might just be playing it cool, keeping it on the down low. You know what I'm saying? He just caught a body. He can't be out here looking, suspicious. You got to, throw some jazz on it, jazz fingers. You got to sell it, dude.
Yeah, I guess
you can't be
man.
hooded up forever. The mask got to come down. You got to be a normal person.
Yeah, but dude, bad timing, bro. Bad timing, man.
I don't know. Listen, I guess we'll see, right? We'll see if he. I don't.
Timing.
I think it's difficult to say that he's not the guy that they were looking for.
I mean, again, I think they made him the guy that they then started looking for.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I don't know. Go ahead.
Do you know the background? What is it exactly that whoever the guy was, right? Whether it's Luigi or not, which funny story, when this article was posted in the Discord, Chris's response was, "Mamma mia," which I'm still laughing about till today. So join the Discord for funny stuff like that. But what do you think that his issue is with the United Healthcare?
Whoever the person is?
Yeah, like what is exactly, like what's going on? Because I think that nobody's talking about that, right?
Bro,
nobody's talking about what his beef was. They're just talking, women are talking about how athletic this guy looks.
He is shredded.
He's fucking shredded.
This dude was yoked. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I seen a picture of him like shirtless at the beach. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This guy, we're just going to act like this guy wasn't jacked.
Yeah, I know. And that's another thing. Guys that get that fit don't do this kind of thing.
You think so?
Nah,
he could have been medio loco, you know what I'm saying? Just
when's the time you seen a shred? When's the last time you saw a shredded dude do something like that?
Dude, you crazy?
That wasn't one of them hood dudes from one of the boroughs that's just like naturally diesel all the time. Not one of those guys.
That guy with his like face painted with like the buffalo hat on that kicked in the door at the during the, what is it called? The insurrection?
January 6th?
Yeah, January 6th.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? I think
with the horns?
Yes, with the horns. He was yoked.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
He wasn't that yoked, though. He wasn't yoked like that guy. He just looked like he might have been like vegan for a little while or something.
I don't want to run through the Rolodex of diesel dudes in my head right now. I'm trying to stay on topic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a couple buff guys out there committing crimes.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I guess you're right. There's a couple MMA fighters that committed like robberies and shit. All right. So I don't know. It's just weird to me, bro. Yeah. So those things don't add up. You got he's flirting. He's doing all this stuff. He gets a coffee beforehand. He's got a ghost gun and then decides to hang on to it. What's the point of having a ghost gun? It's so you can get rid of it and it's untraceable. It's not to keep it with you.
That was crazy too.
You know what I'm saying?
But they're not saying that it's
keeps the ghost gun.
They're not saying that it was the ghost gun. They're saying that he got caught with the ghost gun. So maybe he had another one printed up.
See, this is more tricky stuff. And he stated that he don't know where that money came from, that they planted it on him. Now, I know everybody walking around is like, that's not my crack cocaine. Like, I know that everybody does that. But it just the way it happened just didn't play out to me like something that made sense.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, he's saying that, and I think who keeps the ghost gun or a ghost gun? What do you have, two on you?
Yeah.
You think there's more than just you walking around with ghost guns? No.
Why even have a gun on you if you're running away trying to not be the guy?
Bro, he resurrected the ghost gun.
And he had a silencer on him too. But if you're alleging that there's a possibility that they threw that money on him, which I didn't even hear about until you told me.
Yeah, he stated that himself. Like he refuted the prosecution. It sounded like he responded. That's what they were saying. That's the way they said it. That I don't know if it was at some kind of, I don't know how the court system exactly works. Is
But
so I've heard.
If he's saying that the money wasn't his, then who's to say that the gun was his, right? Because they said that they found a backpack that was supposedly his.
Yeah, and they said, I think as far as didn't they say it was full of Monopoly money or something?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is crazy. This is bullshit. This smells like bullshit to me. This is like when Jussie Smollett said that two black guys in Chicago jumped in with MAGA hats on. Or no, two white guys in the middle of the night in Chicago jumped him with MAGA hats on.
Yeah.
And taped him up. Yo, he was on his way to get a sandwich, bro. It was 2 a.m. and it was like 20 degrees outside. This guy was not going out. Immediately, I was like, none of this adds up. This is all bullshit. Then it comes out that he was lying, and instead he had two big yoked bodybuilders that he paid to like drag him around or whatever. Come on, something is up with this. There's doesn't sit right with
you're
me.
saying the backpack with Monopoly money is kind of weird. I don't know what kind of a message this guy was sending out. I also don't know this guy's mental health status. This guy might be fucked 4 ways to Friday. Like he might be all messed up in the head, and maybe he did something, it triggered some kind of schizophrenic episode. Then next thing you know, he's printing ratchets in his house, and he's talking, he's upset with corporate America. I don't know.
Yeah, we got somebody in the chat that says he wanted to get caught. Maybe that's true. Maybe he did want to get caught. Maybe that's something that he intended to do, but what's the motive? So then let me ask you this. You say that maybe he wanted to get caught. So I have a question for you. So what's the goal when he gets caught? Do you think that YouTube channel that popped up, that 60-second countdown that said that stuff about what's going to happen tomorrow? We should probably go live tomorrow. But so do you think that that's real, that there's some kind of Joker style plan that he's got? Some like this is, 7 or something like that? What are we thinking?
Do you think that he's going to now orchestrate some kind of madness from within the walls? Do you think that there's a plan that's going to get played out? Like there's going to be something crazy happening tomorrow.
Who knows?
And then he's going to just be behind the walls like, told you so.
Bro, I know if I was like the Blue Cross Blue Shield CEO, I know I'd be sleeping on the floor tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be sleeping. I would not be here.
No.
Right now, not be in the country.
Be at my vacation house.
Yeah, somewhere far in a land far, far away.
Far away, bro. Exactly.
Jeez. But what are they saying? What's the terrible things that the insurance companies are doing?
What they're saying about this, that the people are correlating this to the murder. I saw a theory where they're saying that this guy took over as CEO in, I believe, 2021. In 2019, their denial claim of health insurance claims was, their average was, I think they said 7 or 9%, somewhere around there, below 10%. Mm-hmm. And now it's 36% denials.
Jeez.
And he's been the CEO for the majority of that time. Between 2019 and today, the percentage of claim denials went up that much under this guy's leadership for the most part.
Yet they're making billions of dollars, right?
The insurance companies?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I think they were talking about their profits. And
Yeah,
they were
of course.
I think they were like in the billions.
Because think about it. If you're getting paid a premium every month as an insurance company, you'll continue to make money as long as you don't have to pay out a claim. Mm-hmm. So you'll just continue to get your monthly fee or your weekly or biweekly fee from people paying into their healthcare. But if you don't have to spend any money to fix them, you could just deny claims while still receiving those payments. I mean, that's a foolproof business. This is why it's so corrupt and why
that's diabolical.
Yo, is that crazy?
Can you imagine?
Imagine if you paid your phone bill every month, but they just said, nah, you can't have no minutes today. But you had to keep paying them.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't work in any other business model.
Yeah,
nowhere.
And you have to pay it. You
Yeah,
have to have it.
Yeah, you have to have it or else they penalize you.
To have it or you're penalized.
Yo, that is insane, dude. Not to get into it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy. They try to penalize my mom. When my dad passed, they tried to penalize my mom for not having health insurance when she was on his insurance. So he passed. She had Medicare Part A, but she needed Part B. Bro, they sent us a letter. Thank God I got her insurance like this. Not like this. I tried. I got on it like this. But it took us like a month to get her a plan through Medicare Part B. And had it been 63 days, they sent us a letter, said it's been 63 days, you haven't been covered. You're going to be charged a penalty. And it wasn't 63 days yet. That's how I knew that the letter came prematurely. They expected her to not be able to get it, but me and my sister grinded and got her an insurance policy before the 63 days. So they were already on us. Like, they do not care. They will penalize you. The government will penalize you for that.
That's crazy.
Now, you're not telling me there's a conflict of interest there? Mind you, this CEO guy, they say that he was in charge of the Medicare sector of United Healthcare. So that's what he was. He was in that area before he became CEO. So right there, that's a connection to government corruption right there. I mean, listen, my tinfoil hat is enormous. I'm like a cone head right now with this fucking, don't bring me down this thing. Right. I'm going to get Alex Jones on the phone.
Somebody says Luigi's a hero. Shame on UHC. Shame on Medicare employees for ratting him out.
It's crazy because... Oh my God! He just said for someone ratting him out. Is that what he said?
He said shame on the McDonald's employee for ratting him out.
Bro, you know what's so funny, you guys? That's funny you bring that up. You know what Burger King tweeted?
What? No, they didn't. Bro, what did Burger King tweet?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Trent. You know what Burger King tweeted? Burger King tweeted, "We don't snitch."
No, they didn't.
I'm not kidding. Is that crazy?
That is insane.
Dude, whoever their marketing team is, I gotta talk to this guy.
Yeah. Dude, marketing now with social media is crazy. There's a sign guy I sent you who has the funniest marketing things. Yeah. I don't even need a neon sign, and I want to buy one from him because his marketing is like reels are so funny.
Yeah. Oh, he got one of those church signs where it's like the letters you pop in.
He just makes he makes neon signs.
He makes them.
Yeah,
I got you.
Like the sign we have over there.
Okay.
We would show it to you. You guys used to see it all the time when we had a producer in the house, and he would sit there and produce. But now he's not here. Where are you, Twiz?
He'll be back soon.
You're not here.
Yeah, look at him. Talk to his soul.
You're not here, Twiz. Where are you, Twiz?
All right.
Producer Twiz, where are you? Anyways, continue with the show.
We got
Speaking of heroes, I know that you're excited to talk about somebody who you believe is a hero. Your boy, Daniel Penny.
Daniel Penny acquitted on all charges for doing what any righteous man would have done on that subway. It may have gone too far, but I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that listens to this or watches this, if you had a mom, if you had a wife, if you had kids, and they were on a subway, and they were trapped in a car with a man who 9 out of 11 witnesses that took the stand said they were terrified. 9 out of 11 of the witnesses in the trial said they were terrified of this guy. Now imagine that's your mom, imagine that's your grandma, imagine that's your kids. You would hope that there's a guy like Daniel Penny that's going to step up. So Daniel Penny stepped up, but he stepped up for a little too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He stepped up for a little too long.
Yeah, he sat inside the batter's box for a long time.
Yeah, for quite a bit. He should have stepped out, knocked some dirt off his cleats for a second.
100%.
Yeah, but anyway, so he was acquitted on all charges, and it made me kind of feel like maybe New York will stop being Gotham City soon.
Well, that's a part of the whole Gotham City arc. This guy choking out fiends in the subway. You can't be doing that.
Bro,
You can't be choking people to death in the subway.
I guess you can't, but it wasn't a random attack, But
it was random, and I think that's what saved him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the guy he approached.
The guy he approached. It's weird because I'm not sitting here saying put Daniel Penny in jail, right? I'm not saying put this guy in jail. But at the same time, he did kill that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
so I think that
allegedly,
we always talk about the slippery slope, right?
We do. What if we, whatever we allow now, what will that mean for the future?
Yeah. So now, what's the situation now? Are we cool to go out and choke people to death that we think or that we deem a threat to society?
I mean, a lot of self-defense and claims like that come from your inability to escape the situation. So now you're stuck in a subway car. Mm-hmm. Probably packed. It's New York City. How many times have we been on subways in New York City? Yeah. It's packed. There's nowhere to really go.
There's not an orange chair available.
Nobody's going to move for you, really.
Yeah.
You know? And the other thing that I think about is why was the video started so late? Why was there no video footage prior? You know why?
Because everybody was scared.
Everybody was shook. I said that last week or the week before. I said everybody must have been so shook on that train that nobody had the nerve to take their camera out and film that guy. That's how crazy he was. You know that if you put a camera on a crazy person, they're gonna beeline it right toward you.
Yeah, you're gonna,
you know,
it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, bro, come on. He jumped on that guy, and yeah, but I want to see a Gracie breakdown of that.
Yeah, you know what Gracie? You know, he would say, hey, dude. Or I'm not good at the accent. You are, but he would say, you guys. Let's watch this guy choke this guy for way too long.
When you put somebody in a rear naked choke that's never trained, they don't know when to tap. You have to figure it out. You have to use the 31st principle of jiu-jitsu, and you have to not kill him.
When the body goes limp, you let him go.
Yeah, right.
Go to mount. Secure the seatbelt.
Right.
I mean, the
if Mark Goddard was on that subway, he never would have gotten to finish him that long.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Mark Goddard would have pulled him off. He would have been like,
too bad.
Like, get off him. Get off him.
Too bad Herb Dean was on that night. No, it's a weird one because when you end up finding out who this guy is, I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't know if this guy should have got away with both these charges, but because he's guilty of something.
He is.
Because this guy died. You know?
He did. He's guilty of rescuing a bunch of people on a subway car that were trapped with a psycho. As he's guilty of. But listen, guys, if you guys are in here in the live, man, just make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way out. We got another couple stories. So Daniel Penny's a free man. He celebrated in a pub last night. You know, what do you got? You got something funny
in the chat? Spaz says police wouldn't have been convicted if it was an officer. I think the same level of discretion, and then it's covered by should be used for a civilian operating in a police-like manner. I think that a cop would have doing that would have 100% been charged. 100%.
Oh, he means would have been?
Is that what it says?
It says police wouldn't have been convicted if it was an officer.
Yeah.
I think the same level of discretion should be used on a civilian operating a police. Like, okay, yeah, that's fair. It's
but I think that if an officer would have choked that guy to death, they would have put through the book at that dude.
Yeah, they probably would have.
Cops can't choke anybody anymore.
Yeah,
that's it. They hit
crazy to me.
They hit the quota on maximum amount of people to choke. They fucked that up for themselves.
Yeah, that was when they took what was his name? The guy that was selling the guy that was selling Lucy's in New York City.
Oh, you're right. That's exactly who it was.
Yeah, it was a guy selling Lucy's.
Eric
Garner. That was a tragedy.
Yeah,
that was also a tragedy. I'm not gonna lie, that was a tragedy.
Of course it was. And you look at now. All right, now. Here it comes. Thank you. I didn't think about that, the correlation between the two. Now that Spaz brings up the police officer, and we think about that situation, you know.
But Spaz says a cop wouldn't have been charged.
I'm saying they would have been charged.
Okay, so you guys disagree on that. Okay. So you said it would have been charged, and based on the precedent set by that case.
Yeah, I don't remember if they were charged, right? Those officers in that case?
Yeah, the officer was charged, but ultimately I think they weren't convicted.
Okay, but
they did change the law, like they put a rule in place that officers can't do that.
Yeah,
and there's also rules in place that officers can't kneel on a guy either. I'm like, wait, so officers can't control a guy?
No knee on belly.
Like, come on.
Well, you go knee on belly, you can't go knee on neck.
No, I don't think you can kneel on their torso.
Oh,
anymore.
really?
Something like that. I might be wrong. Let's not go down this rabbit hole. Let's not go down this rabbit hole before the PBA starts contacting me or something.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but yeah, so, I mean, I guess the story is this guy was, you know, the jury couldn't come to a conclusion on either one of the charges, and as a result, they sent him on his way. Yeah. Some people say he's a hero. Some people are upset, and I think more people say he's a hero than anything, though.
I mean, I think when you fight for the worst behaved and worst people in society with your cause, you make your cause lose strength and validity. That's what I feel like. You know, when a guy with 46 arrests, like you guys are going out and protesting a dude that was aggressively attacking people. This was not an innocent man. This was not Trayvon Martin. This was not a case where somebody was minding their business. This was a man that was aggressively accosting people.
Yeah, but the truth is that when this guy choked him, he had no idea of any of that.
He didn't, but the guy quoted, he said, "I'm not going to jail. All y'all gonna die." He said something crazy like that. Yo, he said something crazy like that. Now, don't quote me, but he said something along those lines that was insane, which made somebody jump on his back. They said, I think I heard a witness. Now, I'm saying I think because I don't remember. I may not remember.
That's
correctly.
a wild statement.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I think the guy.
You think he said that, and then this dude just jumps on his back?
Bro, they say, as far as I saw this stated on news coverage of it, but I don't know how true it is. So don't quote me on this because the news is not always accurate. Clearly, it's 2024. But they said that Daniel Penny took his earpods out. He took his earpods out to, like, see what was up. Imagine he was like, just took his earpods out, rolled them up, or put his little AirPods away, jumped up and just jumped on this dude's back.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we do have another story. So we'll see. Daniel Penny's out. We're gonna see. I want to see what his movie. Who buys the story of this concept from him? Who licenses it and makes it a movie? I want to see something's gonna happen. It'll probably be like the Daily Wire will do it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a short series on this. Can you catch up on the chat? My phone just died.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
We can
can't.
catch up on the chat. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with the chat, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you're in here, man. Helps us out like a million. So yeah, the level of let's see. The level of restraint needed scaled with the amount of people assisting. If there was 3 other guys stepping in to help out, he wouldn't have needed the chokehold. Police have numbers. Okay, so he's saying like police have numbers, but I guess if more people got involved, there was another guy that was also helping restrain him.
It's a difficult argument when this guy was asleep, 20 seconds into the chokehold. They choked this dude for 5 minutes. He was unconscious. This guy was no longer a threat to anybody. He was dead.
Again, it's not possible to choke him for 5 minutes.
Not full on.
We've put people in, guys have taken jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? So doing that to somebody is not possible for 5 minutes. I mean, I don't care who you are. Brian Ortega is not holding a rear naked choke for 5 minutes.
Not all your might, but he choked this guy. I mean, he's choking this guy in the video for at least 3.
I didn't see how long the video was, but anyway.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I guess. And at that point, I mean, what are you going to do? You're not going to stop fighting if you're in a chokehold. Of course, you're going to keep fighting.
This guy he killed him. The guy was dead. At some point in the choke, the guy died. And before he died.
No, he didn't die. When they showed up, his heart was beating.
He was unconscious, though, right?
Yeah, I'm sure
he
was unconscious.
Faint heartbeat.
Well, they said he had a heartbeat and he was breathing. So he's not dead. That's clinically what says if you're dead or not. I
thought it was the brain.
No, you could be brain dead and your heart still beat. Your heart is clinical death.
Okay.
So yeah.
His brain was probably gone, all right?
Brain injury for sure.
And before that happened, he was unconscious. You know what I'm saying? That's the point where you let the guy go and you figure something else out because you do want to subdue this gentleman.
You do.
But you don't want to kill him.
No, you want to neutralize, but you don't want to euthanize.
There you go.
You know
Bing, bam, boom. But you know what? He did kill him, and he got away with it. So I guess
he did.
Because this guy was not the best guy.
Yeah, I mean.
Let's keep it a stack.
Wrong train.
That's why he got away with it.
Wrong train. Mike B says Mario would have bailed out Luigi. He's going to bail out Luigi. Hilarious.
Luigi.
So,
Luigi might be going to jail forever, ever. We'll see.
Let's see. Spasmodic. On the day he died, he entered a crowded subway car, yelling that he was hungry, thirsty, and ready to die or go to jail. Okay, so that's what he said. He didn't quite say what I said. That's why I said don't quote me.
Yeah.
He didn't say I'm
Thank you, Spaz.
Thank you for clearing that up. We appreciate you.
Let's talk about our boy, our guy, Sean Carter, a.k.a. Hove, a.k.a. Jay-Z, the GOAT.
A.k.a. Hove, a.k.a. Jay-Z. He seems to have gotten himself in a little bit of trouble hanging with Mr. Diddler.
Yeah, it seems like somebody's come out and they're saying that Jay-Z, along with Diddy, did something to them when they were 13 years old. This is 20 years ago at a party. They're saying that they were 13 years old, and allegedly I think they went to like the VMAs but couldn't get in, and they ran into a limo driver who agreed to take this person to a party where where I guess it was Diddy's party where Jay-Z was. And this is where the story gets weird to me. She said that she felt tired and went to a room to lay down, and when she woke up, like Hove and Diddy were in there doing the unthinkable.
Yeah, I got to let this play out, man. I got to let this play out. I think that this, I'm going to let this one play out.
Oh, this is the one you're going to fucking choose to sit on the side for?
I'm going to let this one play out, man, because, you know, these civil suits and stuff that are coming out, all this civil stuff, I always wait. I always take that with a grain of salt, man, honestly. I really do. I take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's same with the Conor McGregor case. Like, I take these things with a grain of salt. We'll see. We'll see. That's what I think. I think
but
it's
the thing
crazy
is that we never see. They never prove there's never a tape that comes out or proof beyond reasonable doubt. It's like, it's never ever like, I think it's always like, there's always speculation at the end. Like when the Conor McGregor thing, people, if you ask some people, they say like what he did was terrible. If you ask some other people, they say, oh, this girl knew what she was getting into.
I mean, the way I mean, let's see how it plays out is let's see if Jay-Z settles or if Jay-Z goes after this. Jay-Z could settle for any amount of money they want. Let's call it what it is.
Well, he's already come out with a statement and said that he's not going to settle, that they're not going to get a cent out of him, and that he encourages them to not only file civil suits, but also they should file criminal suits as well, because it's something that, you know, he doesn't, that he says he's from Brooklyn, and that's something that they don't tolerate.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah,
he said,
which is a crazy thing to say, right?
I mean, to me, I was reading the statement, I was like, I'm definitely going to let this play out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was like, I would have to agree that there's certain neighborhoods where that doesn't fly.
Yeah.
Where you don't play with that. Where there's certain things that are allowed, but certain things that aren't. Mm-hmm. You know, so we'll see. I'm going to let it play out. But I just think it's crazy that he's being named. I mean, I knew it was a matter of time before they started really punching high. You know, punching up for real, you know, so... I mean, let's see.
I think it's always difficult to speculate on these cases where women or individuals come out 20 years later and say things happen, because to one extent you want to be empathetic for somebody who alleges that they've been in that situation, but to the other effect, you're kind of like, man, there's so much, because it's been so much time, it creates so much doubt in the mind, and I don't want to be deemed as like insensitive or like, you know, scummy for saying that you don't believe that this person went through this, but it's like, fuck me. It's like, I don't know. It's like,
yeah.
It's 20 years ago.
Yeah, I have to agree. And it always hits. This is why I like, because Jay-Z also challenged them to press charges criminally. Mm-hmm. So, you know, to me, when it hits this civil thing, but never hits criminal, I mean, sometimes I think it's statute of limitations in certain cases, but I'm not sure exactly what the case is with this. I don't think so. Because as far as I know, I think people have been pursued, you know, there's long delays in pursuit of certain people for certain crimes. So I'm not sure, but it's just weird to me when it goes civil and it doesn't go criminal.
Yeah.
Just kind of weird. But we'll see. I mean, that's not the only thing that's got us, you know, the only story that we're, you know, trying to touch on tonight about money and like kind of something related to money, right? So there's been a little celebrity that came up in the news.
You're using that word celebrity loosely.
She's a celebrity, dude. What does celebrity mean? Isn't that like ultra famous?
Yeah,
she's She is, I guess, right?
Yeah, temporarily.
So I think her name. What's her name? What's her real name?
Nobody knows her real name.
I think her real name's Haley. I don't know. So. We're talking about Hawk Tuah. You know.
That's who we're talking about.
Yeah, and if you're unfamiliar,
save the best for last.
Yes. If you're unfamiliar or you live under a rock, that is the young lady that became strangely beloved on the internet for making a street joke when these interviewers, you know, this is like 80% of internet content now is walking up and interviewing people on the street. But she was being interviewed, and it was something along the lines of, how do you get a guy to like you or whatever? And she's like, you got to spit on that thing.
Yep. That's what she said. This
And
fucking perra.
The rest is history.
Yeah, and then the internet just fucking fell in love.
Yeah.
Just like that. A regular old love story. American love story.
American love story. Every guy was like, it's that simple.
Yeah, they're like, finally, somebody's giving up the game.
Right? So, yeah, so she became super famous, launched a podcast, made a bunch of appearances. She's getting paid appearances, all kinds of stuff. And so she catapulted or leveraged her fame into launching with someone. I don't know if she was owner of this, but I know that she was definitely involved in the creation of it, or at least the promotion of it. And that was some Tuah coin.
Yeah, she was like made the face of some coin, and she's like their celebrity endorser, I guess. And, you know, the fact that people are still falling for these scams are crazy because so many celebrities have done it to their fans, and it's disgusting. But essentially what the concept is, a celebrity will endorse a coin that they say is like, yo, this is my coin. And all of their fans will buy it in support of them, you know, and they tell them they're going to make all this money. The fans buying it, you know, the price goes up, and then they dump all of their share, all of theirs. They sell them all, and then the fans get caught holding the dog shit coin that isn't worth anything anymore. You know, it's worthless. So that's why it's so scummy. And, you know, there's a lot of people that have been accused of this. I know, like, Ice Poseidon was one of them. He even came out and kind of admitted that he did it. Logan Paul had his whole crypto zoo thing. Not the same as this, but also some kind of a, you know, scam. So it's crazy that people still fall for this because celebrities have been doing this for like a couple of years now, and it's like people will still fall for it.
It's a crazy. I mean, CoffeeZilla. All CoffeeZilla does is just bury everybody that does this.
Yeah,
I know. Andrew Tate has a coin now, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure that's another one. That's another thing they're gonna drive up. You know what? Now that the dust is settling on him, I think he's very funny. But him opening up a coin, I don't like that. It's just it just leans towards what everybody says about him that I once thought wasn't necessarily 100% true.
Yeah, but I think it's different. His coin. I don't think it's not crypto.
It's just
it's like I think they're like. I don't know if they're tokens to. I don't know if they're tokens to buy. I don't know what it is. To be honest, I don't know much about it.
It's one of those. How about you just get tokens, right? And then you can get me to get tokens, right? And then I get a couple. I get my friends to get. And at the same time, we're all getting a bunch of tokens, right? And then you'll get the most tokens because you told us all about it. But we'll all get tokens. You know, and those tokens are worth something. Is that what you're saying? It's one of those things?
Yeah, those tokens are worth something, and then you use those tokens to buy stuff in our shop that you can then sell.
Those tokens will go to your tuition to Hustlers University. Obviously, you could use those tokens as vouchers to Hustlers University, where you'll come and take our online course accredited with accredited teachers to teach you how to be an entrepreneur.
Okay. Yep. I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Nah, I don't know. But everybody's like, oh, the Tuah girl's going to jail. You going to jail now? I don't know. I don't know if she'll go to jail. I don't think she'll go to jail. Nobody else went to jail that did this. But it just goes to show you, like, maybe she's just dumb and didn't know what was going to happen. Or maybe she intentionally scammed her fans. But people were scammed. Go ahead. You got something going on in the chat?
No.
Somebody saying something funny about me? You're not telling me because I don't got my phone? What are you guys talking shit?
Nobody's saying nothing funny.
What are you guys talking shit? Justin doesn't want to tell me. He doesn't want to throw me off my game, but I can feel it.
Nah, you're good, bro.
All right.
Come on.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
But what else do we got? I hit my parlay. I'm very proud. I know I said it earlier.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for you too.
I know I said it earlier. I know I did.
Yeah, I was very impressed by you.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see what else we got. We got Jay-Z on here. We got Tuah. We got Daniel Penny. Yeah.
That's it. Our boy Luigi. We'll see what happens with him.
You know what I'm saying?
Hero? I don't know.
Who, Luigi?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said he's a hero in the chat, right?
I don't know. If he killed this guy, I don't know. You know? There's a lot of death going on, you know? Got this Daniel Penny choking fiends in the subway. This guy's a fucking assassin.
But, all I know is Burger King don't snitch.
Yeah, that's super funny. Spaz says it wasn't really them, but either way, it's a funny.
It wasn't really Burger King?
Yeah.
Somebody lied?
Yeah.
Damn. I got caught by the internet.
Either way, it's super fucking funny.
Yeah, I got, man.
That's it, man.
Did.
You want to pull us out of
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I'll pull us out of here, man.
Or you want? I'll ramble on for
Nah,
another
nah,
20
we're
minutes if
good.
you want. You want me
We're
to
good.
drag?
Nah, bro.
All right.
Shoot to the house, man. Master Numb Podcast, episode 224. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Make sure that you guys hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you never miss an episode when we go live or we premiere a new video or post a clip. And, yeah, listen to us on audio podcast platforms. Your favorite one. We're
Your
on
favorite
all of them.
ones.
Your favorite one. So make sure you check us out. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast listening platform, Berto.
Join the Discord.
Berto.
Join the Discord. Come on there. It's a good time. Come on there. Come on down. It's a good time. And if for whatever reason you can't find us, you just harass us on there until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform.
And that's what we got.
That being said, that's it. We're out of here.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Mangione. Borbona.